Now, bus drivers' unions and employers are meeting at this hour to try and resolve the wage deadlock. Bus commuters around the country faced a frustrating morning as they tried to make their way to work. Around 20,000 bus drivers from various trade unions have downed tools. They're demanding a 15% wage increase. Ria Vaya, Patco, Autopax, Golden Arrow, Gauteng coaches, Greyhound and My City buses will be affected. But Johannesburg's metro bus services are operating as normal. Government has called on unions and employers to reach common ground.
There is no way in which our buses, Translots, city to city, can cope with the pressure in case the other bus drivers who are working for the private bus owners go on strike. We are not going to cope. We are talking of a huge fleet of buses that will be affected.
All right, for more on the bus strike, we can cross live to eNCA reporter Bonga Lulane, who's at the Cape Town station. Bonga, of course, it's just about to be rush hour around 4 o'clock or so, where we'll see workers trying to make their way home. What's the situation like right now?
Good afternoon, Shahan. Yes, we are at one of the busiest bus stations in Cape Town, the Cape Town bus station here in Cape Town, and situation is dire. As you can see behind me, there's no buses, no passengers in sight at all. At the moment, we are expecting rush hour to pick up at 3 and 4 o'clock, but people had to make alternative arrangements. Behold, taxis are the only source of transport, and trains, to make sure they can get home. So at the moment, there's nothing happening here at the station. It's a ghost town resemblance, almost as such. But to give us more in-depth on this situation, we want to talk to one of the major players in the strike, is Golden Arrow Public Relations Officer Bronwyn Dyke, just to give us more information about the situation. Bronwyn, thank you for joining us on eNCA. Just briefly, how many bus does it mean there's a shutdown? Because Golden Arrow completely shut down?
Yes, in the situation we have to effect a lockout, which means that no staff who are party to the bargaining unit are allowed to enter the premises. It also means that no vehicles can leave the premises.
So what's going to happen now? What can passengers do as a contingency? Do we have any contingency plans in place?
Metrorail has agreed to assist our passengers. They are able to use if they have a valid monthly or weekly clip card, they will be able to use it on the trains all day long. Obviously the clip card would be clipped. If that is not an option for you, please hold on to your clip card, because we will be extending it after the strike and you won't lose any of your clips.
So how many commuters are we looking at here that you service a day, and also what does this mean for them?
Well, Bonga, we've got about 220,000 commuters on a day. Sometimes it's quite a bit more. Obviously, Golden Arrow is a huge player in the public transport sector in Cape Town, and these people really rely on our services. You know, they know they can take the bus, they rely on us. And when a national strike happens, they obviously have to make alternative arrangements, and we really, really empathize with them. And we want them to know that, you know, we are feeling their pain, and we are also really, really hoping for a smooth and easy resolution.
And also, Bronwyn, when looking at something like that, what does it mean for the company, not also for the passengers, but also for the bottom line of the company?
Well, obviously during the strike we aren't making any revenue, so that has big effects. But we are more concerned about what's happening to our passengers. You know, Golden Arrow is like a family. We've been around for more than 150 years. Our passengers are everything to us, and we hate the idea that our passengers are being inconvenienced. But we do understand this is the nature of the system, and this is unfortunately where things are at.
Do we know at the moment, I know there's consultations happening between the buses and also the people from the union, so do we know at any stage if a deal is reached or might be reached in the next few weeks?
We don't, Bonga. It could be a protracted strike. We really don't know. We're really, really hoping that it's not going to be protracted, that they are going to be able to come to some resolution. They are meeting. We do know that employers and unions are coming a bit closer to each other in terms of what their demands are, and we're really just hoping that everybody's going to have clear heads and make the right decision.
And Bronwyn Dyke talking to us from Golden Arrow Bus Services, Shahan, giving us exactly the issues and also the intricacies when it comes to negotiating between the bus unions and also the people who are involved in the strike, the unions and also the bus management. We also know in Cape Town that there's long distances, like people from Atlantis at the moment might not have transport because my city bus also from the city of Cape Town is on strike, so which means that it's a 50-kilometer away, people cannot go to work. It means productivity doesn't happen, the economy loses, and also the poor, which work by day of saying that they work, no pay, also lose. So it's not only drivers who lose when no work, no pay, but it's also people who work at far places, who live far places, that cannot work. So yes, they have taxis available, but we've also seen people saying in the morning that taxis rush them, they don't like taxis because they're expensive, and also that they don't have the sense of urgency that they might have when they're taking them to work. So we have those situations that are happening, we have those many complex issues coming at play. So Metro Rail, yes, is coming to the table. They've extended their hours. They said people can use their Metro bus tickets on the Golden Arrow bus tickets, but via my city's bus people cannot do the same. So you can see people have to make alternate arrangements. Not everybody has cars, so it's a situation that's dire. Over 200,000 bus commuters from Golden Arrow bus services, and then there's over 100,000 that use my city. So you can see that a lot of people are affected. It's going to be, no one can predict how long this strike will be, but the impact is being felt a day longer as it continues.
All right, thanks very much for the update. Appreciate it. That was our reporter from Cape Town, Bonga Dlulane.